If you have never passed any prop firm account before, be it Funded Next, Hero Trader, GoFunded, and bunch of other prop firm companies, in this video I will show you a very simple step-by-step strategy you can use to pass any prop firm account and request for payout immediately. So if this interests you, all I want you to do right now is to get a pen and a sheet of paper. Avoid distraction, like this video, subscribe to the channel because YouTube notify me that 80% of you who are watching my video are not subscribed, and also comment how many prop firm account you blew. I'm just curious to know. So with that said, the prop firm I would recommend and use as an example is Hero Trader prop firm. However, I chose Hero Trader because I've been able to pass multiple prop firm accounts, and also I've blown also multiple accounts on Hero Trader, and their payout is swift, fast, and is done in less than 24 hours, and also with a 70% payment. Right on the payout of one of my Hero Trader accounts, I've requested a payout of 219 USDT, which was successful, and I received it straight up to my Bybit account. And also, if I go to that of the certificate, you're gonna see other certificate I've gotten, and you're gonna see this one of $100,000, you're gonna see this one of $100,000, and so on. And currently, I just got another $100,000 this particular video, so I'm gonna show you how you're gonna be setting it up and how we're gonna be passing it, and also how to also get to make withdrawal. I've made a previous withdrawal of profit split on Hero Trader on this channel, which you can go ahead and check on my main channel right here. You can see the video which I did, a live withdrawal of over $2,000 profit split. And if you tend to watch the video, you can as well say that this money went live and as well came straight up to our Bybit. However, I'm going to show you how you can also tend to pass any prop firm accounts using the strategy I will show you in this video. So do not tend to distract yourself. All you want to do is to pay close attention, watch to the end, not skip any part. So the first thing I want to do right now is to go ahead and also set up a challenge, set up the current challenge which you are currently in, and also guide you through how you're going to be passing it using a simple model strategy. However, if you don't have an account, all you want to do is to use the first link, which is going to be in the description section. And if you click on it, you're going to go ahead and set up an account. And once you set up an account and tend to get any prop firm of your choice, you're going to get a 5% discount for it basically. So right now you're going to see I got this $100,000 account, and to get a $100,000 account is around $400 to $500. Right now, this is how you can set it up, and then I show you how to pass it. Right now, looking right here, when you're right now on the $100 account, you want to see the challenge, two-step trading capital 100,000, status ongoing, trading type futures, drawdown type trailing, and also challenge type is Hero challenge. Now all you have to do first, once you're right here, so if you tend to maybe sign up and you get option like add your Bybit and stuff, all you want to do is to make sure you skip it and make sure you're right on the right interface. I'm going to click on setup funded, and then all you want to do is to choose the platform. So basically, if you're in my country, Nigeria, and other country, I want to know that we use Bybit a lot to do our trading and other sex exchange, but for Hero Trader they recommend Bybit. So if you don't use Bybit, you can use Celio, but for me, I'm going to choose that of Bybit because it's user friendly and is one of the biggest sex exchange currently in the world, right? And also, if you use the link, the second link in the description section to set up an account and verify, and also tend to deposit your first USDT, you get a bonus from it. Depend on how much you tend to deposit on the account. So all I want to do right now is to click on confirm payment, and now looking right here, you're going to have option for trailing and swing. So you want to know that what they gave us was a trailing account. So for swing, you will tend to pay an extra fee. So basically, we're going to use trailing drawdown type, and as we proceed, I'll also explain why we're going to be using trailing. I'm going to click on continue, and then all you need is a demo API, and then you put the API key right here, and then you put the API secret key. And how to get that done, all you have to do is to open a Bybit account, and basically this is a Bybit account right now I have. You can use your main Bybit account, or you can go ahead and use a different Bybit account, right? So basically for me, I'm going to use this Bybit account right here. I'm going to use my major account. So you can create a sub account. It's easy, but for the sake of tutorial, I'm going to use my main Bybit account for the sake of the tutorial, right? So let's see how that goes. So you can create a sub account, but you can also use your major account. So all you need is just the demo account and the API, not the major account API. How to do that? Just come to the top right hand side of your account, just scroll down below, and then you go to demo trading. So once you go to demo trading, it's going to load up an interface of the demo account basically, and right now you say welcome to demo trading, and then the next thing that will happen, it will also load up how the interface is going to look. Mind you, I'm also going to be placing a trade for you so you can see how you can go about it to trade with this demo account and also pass your prop firm account right there. It has loaded and you can see what it's going to look like right now. So all you have to do basically to get the API key of this right now is to come to the top right here. So however, if you click on assets overview on this, let's see how much we have right here on this particular asset. So you will see they said welcome to Unified Trading. I'm going to click on done right there, and right here I have 103,000 USDT, and trust me, I was able to as well grow this because I've used this before. So what I have to do, if I'm as well setting up this particular funded account, it will go to the exact 100,000 USDT which I have on my Hero Trader account right here, right? So all I want to do right now, and if I'm using a $5,000 account, this will automatically also change to $5,000 account, right? So I'm going to just come right here, click on this, just click on API. And once I click on API, I'm going to load up real quick, and then let's see what our API key is. So if you don't have, if you've not created, all you want to do is to click on understood. And if you've already created an API key before, you can go ahead and use this particular key, right? Or you can go ahead and create a new one. So for the sake of this Hero Trader, I'm going to delete this. I'm going to confirm this and delete it, and then create a new key, right? I'm going to click on create new key. Then we're going to use system generated key, right? And then that way, what will happen, we're going to make sure it's on API transaction. Then we're going to make sure it's on read write, right? Or you scroll down below, you're going to then choose that of unified. I'm going to come right here and make sure it's on unified, right? Because that's what I'm going to be using basically. Choose unified right here. You're going to choose read write, and then the next thing I'm going to do, you're going to click on submit, right? And once I do that, to generate another API key, I'm going to copy this right now, come right here and paste. Get back to this, copy this right here, come back right here and paste, right? All right, so I'm going to click on connect, and then we're going to show connecting to Bybit. And once it's show for a while, you're going to get connected, and let's see what they're going to look. So boom, account has been successfully connected. So the next one we'll do, you're going to take us automatically to this account, which is you're seeing right here, and you're going to see that the account is now active. You can see where you're going to see your profits, and you're going to see your payout, right? All I want to do right now is to go to Bybit and then click on done, go to click on understood, and then this is it. And if you come to the asset right here, you're going to see, going to be automatically 100,000. Let's come back right here to this asset right there, because that is what is on the other account. So whatever activity you're doing right here on Bybit, you're going to be reflecting back there on that of your on your Hero Trader account. Is that easy? So you're going to say it's $100,000. so before it was $103,000, but because of the connection, they added the $100,000 right here. So now you understand that the next thing you want to do basically is for us to now start trading. Now before you start trading, now this is where you want to understand how to pass your profit first challenge, which you're seeing right here, which you're currently on, how to pass this challenge, and also request for your payouts. Now if I go to show details, now you want to see the terms and conditions, and this includes both all the rules and everything about Hero Trader. Now I want to go ahead and click on verify. So it is very important you also read the terms and condition of whatever prop firm you're working on. This will help you, give you an edge for you not to be blowing accounts so fast. So I'm going to just click on submit, because I've made a detailed PDF on how you can pass this Hiro Trader profile. I'm gonna click on OK right there. You're gonna show processing and let's go. So this is what it's gonna look like, and you can see $100,000. I got no payout right here because this is where your payout is gonna show. Once you get up to $100 in in profits, you're gonna receive your minimum payout right here. Now if you watch, basically you can see the profit, you can see the drawdown, and you can see the max supply. And if you watch, basically right here they said 5,000 USDT is your drawdown. So if you get up to, maybe you place a trade and your trade or your stop loss is beyond $5,000, it's going to as well take down your account. So you must make sure that your trade must not exceed $5,000 drawdown, and also on a max drawdown, your stop loss of all your trade should not be $10,000, right? So you must make sure you manage your risks, and I'm going to guide you through what to do after showing you how to pass this profile. So I made out a PDF how to pass crypto profile challenges blueprint. However, I highlighted this for Hiro Trader, but the strategy which I'm going to show you from right here, if you implement it, you can also use it for both Hiro Trader and other accounts. So basically, I'm going to also give you guys this PDF guide or blueprint you can use, and all you want to do to get that blueprint, you want to make sure you still watch this video to the end, because I'm going to tell you where and how you're going to be getting it right here for free, right? So right here you're going to see the table of content we're going to be talking about shortly: understanding what profile challenges is, Hiro Trader evaluation, mindset and psychology for consistency, and also I'm going to be talking about professional trading playbook, risks and money management blueprint. So the rest ones right here, I'm at the end of this video for you to as well go get it right. At the end of this video, I'm going to show you how you can get this whole PDF, and then you can go ahead and check out the daily and weekly monthly routine. This one is if you really want to like scale to maybe $1 million and thereabout. So I'm going to scroll down below right now. So basically, you want to know that profile challenges allow talented traders to control meaningful capital without risking their own funds. Hiro Trader hybrid crypto program is one of the most flexible in the industry. No time limit, 247 crypto market, and allowance of overnight and weekend positions. So it also gives you the trade-off and overnight and weekend positions. The trade-off is a tight monitored risk management framework. This guide distills years of professional trading experience into a repeatable process. Now, if you're using a prop firm, let's say a Hiro Trader in precise, now you want to understand that these guys gives you the reason for them doing this challenge is for you to know how to handle huge funds of capital without risking the whole of the money. So that is why they gives you this challenge, right? So passing the challenge is 20% strategy and also is an 80% risk and psychology. So you don't want to like use all your strategy and then you start using, maybe you have a $5,000 account and you're entering the trade with $1,000. It doesn't make sense, right? You just have to follow a proper risk management, which I'm going to guide you through in this video. Now if you scroll down below, they ask why firm runs challenges. So most firms like Hiro Trader, Funded Next, Goat Fund, and a lot of them, they all run challenges. So they said why firm run challenges. So it is for talent discovery, crowdsource alpha without salary overhead, capital preservation, and also scalability. So if you're able to preserve a huge capital, that shows that you can able to have a funded account, which is known as a challenge. Also, if you're able to scale a certain amount of capital which this company gives to you to a particular level without over risking, without using a lot of money or using the whole of the, that shows that you're going to be passing the challenge. Right now, if I also scroll down, all right, so right here is the success metrics and across firms. Now if you look, basically you're gonna see metrics, speaker range, and Hiro Trader. So profit target phase 1 6% to 10%, 10% C, 3% right there, and mass daily is 3% to 5%, and 5% right there, and overall is 10%. Now, which is same thing as this. So they are telling you that you must not exceed 5%. Let's say you have a $5,000 account, so you must make sure that you don't have a daily drawdown of $250. Now I'm having a $100,000 account, so I'm not going to exceed a $5 account, right? So if I'm having a $200,000 account, so it's going to be a drawdown of $10,000 accounts. Now for that of the For that is the max loss, so you must make sure that if you must not lose more than $10,000 max, which is same as the max overall, which is 10%. So the 10% of 100,000 is $10,000. So if you 10% of 5,000, you must not exceed that of $500, right? So that is how these guys work. So you must make sure you follow their rules even while placing a trade, because in this video I'm going to be placing a trade showing you how you can also enter a trade without exceeding, even getting close to a $5,000 drawdown and bunch of them, right? So that being said, if you also scroll down, you can see other time limits which you need to follow so that you don't lose out on your or get kicked out from your Hero Trader prop firm account. Now these are non-negotiable rules. Now you want to make sure that whatever rules these guys give you, you're not going to be negotiating with them. Now the rules are 3% of risk per position. Now let's say you have a $100,000 account, you must risk 3% of your account, not less than 3% per position. And also you must have a stop loss within 5 minutes of entering using Bybit, TPSL, panel and slow equivalent. Right now this is to tell you that if you're entering any trade, there must be a take profit and there must be a stop loss, most especially a stop loss. Now for that of the daily trailer drawdown, it must not be beyond 5%, right? Which is, if you're using a $100,000 account, it must not be more than $5,000 account. Now profit distribution rule, they say no single trade may account for 40% of total P&L, right? 10 valid trading days. Each trade must be not equal to 5% of balance and 1% P&L daily. And also that of this is for if you're trading Forex, but that's going to be a separate one. And if you're trading Forex, the same Mantango, cross account hedging, low cap, 5% is. Now if you tend to follow all these rules which are here, trust me, you will not blow off your account. Rather, you will be able to also lose little and make more money in a systematical order, which I'm going to guide you through right now. So while you as well watching this video, I'm going to be leaving this PDF for you all. And like I said, so now let's say you've gotten the account and this is how you want to trade. Now let me look for a pair and guide you through how you can also place a trade right now using this whole rule. And if you're using this rule, this is what you're going to be using up until you start making a whole lot of money. And that is what I want to show you right now. So if you're still enjoying this video or you're still watching this video, you're a goat and you really want to also make money from these prop firm companies, all you want to do is to make sure you're liking this video, subscribe to the channel, turn on the bell notification so you're going to be notified whenever I drop amazing videos like this: Forex trading, meme coin trading, and crypto trading, futures trading, precise. Alright guys, so let's say I want to place a trade. So this is what your dashboard going to look like on the Bybit demo trading. And like I said, whatever trade you're taking right here reflects on your Hero Trader account. So all I have to do right now, just go to trade, make sure it's on futures and click on it, and you're going to load up immediately the futures trading account, right? So once it load up, you're going to look something really cool. And guys, if you're still watching this video, I know you're enjoying the video. All I want you to do is to make sure you're liking this video, subscribe, so that this video can reach a very wide audience on YouTube. All I want you to do right now is you're going to click on trade now. This is if you're using your PC, right? Now if you're not using your PC and you're using your mobile phone, I've made a detailed videos on how to trade on mobile phone, and which I'm going to be leaving the playlist and the end screen of this video, or you just check out the channel Bet by Bernard, right? So this is going to load up basically, and let's see and look for token, see how we can trade right there. So basically BTC is up 119, which is pretty cool. But right here, this is on the 30 minutes time frame, and then all I want to do first, I'm going to make it a 4 hours time frame, which is what you want to do, right? When you make it a 4 hours time frame, you tend to see where the market is basically coming from. So looking right here, the market is coming from, this has been indecisive, and if you can see, so if I check it a 1 day right now first, because that's what you tend to do, you can see that the market has been bullish, but then on a 4 hour, the market has been indecisive. But now I feel like BTC is taking the upsides to break out a structure, which are either this structure you're seeing right here, that the structure you're seeing right here, basically. But that's that. So basically, I'm not seeing any setup right here on BTC. So I'm talking about technical analysis right now. And if you want to learn technical analysis, you have to subscribe to this channel, because I'm making videos on technical analysis starting from market structure, liquidity, market structure advance, you order block, and bunch of them. So, and if you follow those strategy, that's the strategy I've been using to make money trading the futures market, forex market, and even the meme coin space, right? However, we know meme coin different from that of you trading futures, but then the same strategy, you can use it and also make some few bucks. So I'm going to look for a pair called cool. I'm going to click right here, and then I'm going to search for ZOT, XAUT. Right, so I feel like is there. So this is the pair of a futures perpetual. I'm gonna click on it right there. So make sure you're using the higher time frame. That way it gives you a leverage for you to know where the market is coming from and how to enter good trade without taking unnecessary losses, right? So this is for the guys who understand what it is. So this is 4 hours. Now if you watch basically right here, I got some stuff basically. I'm gonna scroll down below. So looking right here, this is what it is. Let me wide this space. So let me just wide it. All right, so you guys tend to see real time. Let's skip this and then let's go. So boom, this is for ZOT. And then now I got it set up right here real quick. All right, so if you watch basically now, before you enter any trade, you want to look out for the lower low. You want to also look out for the the breakout structure. And then I use a method called an ABC method. And then all I want to do first, get my trend line, which is this, and then mark out the lower low, which is this one you're seeing right here. The next thing I want to do is to mark out the next breakout structure right there. Get my marker, and then this is my next breakout structure, and then I got another lower low, sorry, which is this. Let me delete this stuff right here. I got this, then I mark out this as my next low, right? So all I have to do is to look for another breakout structure. Another breakout structure is this. So I look out for at least multiple breakout structure before I look for my POI. So now, where is my POI? Here you can call it a structural liquidity, and whenever price come to this particular zone, then you tend to take off your trade. And what's happening, price has took out this breakout structure, come to this recent high. You're seeing here right here the major breakout structure. So what you're expecting, because it has tested this breakout structure, we are expecting it right now to as well come to this zone right here and then break out this high you're seeing right here, which is what is about to do. So what you want to do right now is to go ahead, you enter your trade, make your stop loss 3244, and then you enter the trade when it tap into the zone, right? So that is how this trade works, right? Is that easy. Now in a set position, it's still the same thing. Now with this, now you don't really need signals, you don't really need anybody to guide you through. I know this might be a bit difficult for you as first time watching this video, but then again, all you want to do is to then make sure you're following my Telegram channel, so you're going to be getting signals, because on my Telegram channel right here, I drop signals, and most of our signals do really cool. And you can see this one the 268%, and you can see a lot of them right here. And also I'm on a challenge of flipping $6 to that of $50,000, and currently right here I'm $222 basically. So you can see a lot of pairs which we are trading. So this is Newton, Newton, and a lot of them right now. So make sure you join the channel, which is going to be the first link or the third link or fourth link in the description section. Join the link right there, and also wait for signals. But then I would love you tend to do things yourself. Look for pairs, which I'm going to make a video for how you're going to be looking for pairs to trade, so that you look for those pairs that could do 1000x in futures trade. That is insane, right? Now let's say I want to take this trade either. So what I would do basically is to just go ahead and enter it in a limit order. Right now, limit order help you take trade and wait for it to execute when you get to your entering position. So right, so let's say the price right now is this. So what is the price you want it to trigger? That is the limit price right there. So then the quantity, you enter the quantity if it's 36%, and mind you, we are entering that of 5%, right? Now for me, I would prefer you tend to enter that of 3%. Now change this to USDT ordered by value. If you're trading, then click on confirm, right? Now so you know the exact value you're entering, right? So this is 5%. Now what I do, 5% right here is 49,000, which is going to cost me over 4,900 94. So what I do right there, I divide this by 2, right? I divide my value by 2, which is to say 49,206 divided by 2. I could just open my calculator. Let me open a calculator. So you tend to use this strategy and make money for yourself without you blowing your account. And trust me, it works like fire. If your strategy is correct, you're not going to be losing other money. 49,000 to divide by 2, right? So which is to say I'm going to enter this trade 24,713. I'm going to come right here and then change this value to 24,713, right? And that is to say, instead of entering this trade with 4,000 initially, I'm going to enter this trade with 2,000, right? Is that easy? $2,000 because I'm trading with $1,000. Then the next thing I want to do is to then make sure I enter my stop loss. So now in the limit order, you tend to choose where you want the price to trigger. So from here, I want this price to trigger at 3287.31. I'm going to come right here, 3287.31, right? And then the last thing I want to do is to enter my TP, right? On the TP side, you could just take your TP after the first break of structure. That is how I do mine. I'm going to delete this, right? And which is the best way to do it, right? Which is equivalent to 1 RR right there, which is to say once it has taken out this low, so we're expecting that price should take out at least this other break of structure you're seeing right here, or even higher, right? So that is where we're going to take our TP at 3492. So I'm going to say my TP right here going to be 3492, 3492. That is my TP. That's my expected profit. That's a 62%, right? And trust me, this works like fire, because once it has retested this to our POI, the next break of structure is this one, and then we'll take profit. Now if you want to like make it too far, then you could go maybe 1:2. There are 1, and then the last break of structure is this, the last break of structure, which is this one, right? But probably anything can happen, it might not get to here, but if you get to this zone, you're going to drop, right? So all you want to do, I'm going to, if you're making it at this 3553, so you're going to know that 3553, you're going to making over $1,900. So I'm going to make it at this first break of structure, which is really valid, 3480. Mind you, you're using a 10x leverage. Do not use more than 10x leverage. Now make sure you put stop loss, right? I'm going to come right here and then check my stop loss. My stop loss should be 3249. I say I'm going to be losing $288. So I want to know that since I'm using a $5,000 account, my stop loss should not be more than $5,000. And if you're using a $5,000 account, your stop loss should not be more than $250, right? Now this $200 right here is cool, and I'm sure I'm not going to be losing this money. So all I want to do, because I'm buying long and this is a very short trade. All right, so the next thing I want to do right now, you want to see that I'm losing 11% and my stop loss is very low. You just to click on buy long. Now once I click on buy long, it won't trigger immediately, so you're going to click on confirm, and once I click on confirm, the order has been submitted and then it's not triggered already. All I want to do is you're going to wait until it gets to my zone. Right now, if you want to enter market order, you could just click on market order and then you enter via market order. Now let's say I want to enter via market order, but this is very risky. I'm going to lower my risks. I'm going to just say, let me just use like $500, so that you're going to be like $50 trade. I'm just risking, just for you to understand if you want to enter in a market order, right? All you want to do, you make your TP. Let's say I make my TP here, which is 32432. Okay, let me make my TP here because I'm going to close this trade. 3483 TP 3483. Then top loss, I'm going to make it that of here, which is 3249, right? 3249. Now what am I losing? I'm losing $14 and I'm making $20, which is which is cool. All I want to do is to just hit on buy long immediately, and if I click on confirm, this trade is triggering immediately, and that is what it is right there. Now if I scroll all the way down, I want to see is already here. I have multiple, I have a limit order which is already here, and I have the one I just entered, right? So and if I want to see this position which I just took right now, all I want to do is to go to position. So all I want to do is to make this smaller, and then if I scroll down below, you're gonna see the trade which I just took right away, and right here you can see the trade setup and bunch of them. So this is the limit order, and then this one right here is also the current position. If I go to position, you're gonna see the current position which I had right here, cross 10, and it's still on limit, and that is how it is. Open orders, you can see the two open orders which I had right here, right? So that's how it is. I'm going to cancel it and then see what happens. So this is my limit order which has not yet triggered, so this is the valid one which I'm holding. So that is how you place trade right here if you want to make money. So guys, if you use this strategy, trust me, with a very good risk management which I just showed you right now, you're going to be making a lot of money, and you're also going to pass whatever challenge or whatever profit challenge you're doing. Try not to over leverage, try not to over risk, try not to use a lot of capital or a lot of money of the company. Just use a very minimal capital. They said 5% divided by 2, and as well try to grow your capital little by little, because you want to know that slow motion is better than no motion. So that's where I'm going to end this video. And if you don't have a Hiro Trader account, all you want to do is to make sure click the link to set up a Hiro Trader account. I want to see the trade I took is supposed to reflect right here. And guys, if you enjoyed this video, all I want you to do is to like this video and make sure you follow your boys right here on my new channel which I'm working on, Wealth by Bernard. And once you tend to follow me right there, make sure you comment what you think about this video right here, and you can check out other video which I've created right here. And I'm also on a challenge on flipping $6 to $50,000, and I'm going to be dropping a new video for it on the channel. If you want to see that video, make sure you stay subscribed so you don't miss out. Until I see you on my next video, keep winning and don't forget to subscribe. Stay safe and peace out.